All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into our sneaker news.
Suddenly, it dawns on you. You're awake before you programmed it. And you seize the day. You jump on the work before the work jumps on you. Breathe it in. Be one with the morning sun. With nature. With your purest form. Be one with the dawn.
All right, starting off with a pair of shoes that released today, the Asics Gel DS Trainer 14 Hidden NY Dawn. The Hidden NY Asics Gel DS Trainer 14 Dawn is dedicated to the sunrise, described by Hidden as born from light, movement, and the quiet space between. Bringing out Hidden NY's green motif once again, the shoe starts with a metallic silver toe, a white mesh upper, and mint green hits with metallic outlines on the structural panels and side panel logo. The mint continues underfoot, extending down to the entire midsole. I think these shoes are super clean. I'm certainly, I wouldn't buy these. They retail for $180 according to the Soul Retriever website. I just have too many shoes to really spend that kind of money on these. I do like these a lot though. I think it's a very clean colorway. They're always doing that mint green. These kind of have, it's not as light as Green Glow, but I would say it's on par with Green Glow because it's almost hard to rock that with anything, or it's hard to match it with anything. I do think these are a very clean colorway. I like these a lot. All the hints, all the little details on these. This is a good looking shoe. Would definitely wear these, but I don't know. For $180, there's just so many other shoes I would want beyond these. I bet these are very comfortable, just not something I'm gonna go out of my way to buy. Very cool shoe though. Now the shoe did already release at ComplexCon back in October. They had another release on November 7th, but I think it was only online. But they did release today, so these are out if you want to get them. Hidden always does cool stuff. Anyway, they're there if you want them. In other ASICS news, they're dropping another Gel DS Trainer 14 with Stefon Diggs. Now, Stefon Diggs is having quite a year right now. Granted, I mean, if you don't know, he just had a baby with Cardi B. But I would say I do like this shoe a lot. It's very, it's almost like Nerf. It kind of has like a childlike vibe to it. But I do like the colors that they used. Stefon Diggs continues his partnership with ASICS on another Gel DS Trainer 14. The pair continues the These Are Your Play Shoes theme, with an ongoing lifestyle partnership with ASICS influenced by themes of childhood, pickup games, and grass stains. The latest Stefon Diggs ASICS sneaker is another Gel DS Trainer 14 based around the same Play Shoes theme, mixing a black base with bright multicolor accents and a 90s palette. Stacking black suede and black mesh, the Gel DS14 adds hits of yellow, purple, orange, blue, and green across the side panels on the support panels and ASICS logo. The right tongue tag features an ASICS logo, but the left side features a These Are Your Play Shoes hit, continuing the theme of Diggs' collection. Starting with a white, black, and metallic silver colorway, the Play Shoes theme is based on Diggs' childhood and his mom's frustration with the future superstar's constantly dirty sneakers. Even if they were bought for play, one thing's for sure, all those pickup games in the park definitely paid off for Diggs. The Stefon Diggs ASICS Gel DS Trainer 14 play shoes will be released December 3rd, 2025 through ASICS and select retailers in-store and online. Available in men's sizing, the retail price is set for $160. Now these are a pair of shoes I do actually like. I would actually buy these, because they're mainly an all black shoe, but I just love 90s colors on anything. I like 80s colors on anything. It's definitely very nostalgic for me. It just reminds me of clothing that I had or toys that I had from that era that, had these colors mixed together. These might be something I have to check out. And then also releasing today, we have another Air Jordan retro, the Ama Meniere Air Jordan 6 Smoky Mauve. Quite similar to the original Ama Meniere AJ4 collab, the pair comes in a light mauve shade. This hue coats the premium nubutt leather material on the upper, while darker burgundy hits can be found along the tongue and the heel spoiler. This same shade is applied to the Nike Air text on the heel tab. Ama Meniere replaces the Air Jordan text on the tongue of the left sneaker, while the right pair retains its classic branding detail. Finishing the upper is the tonal lace cover featuring a burgundy Jumpman and lace lock. Ama Meniere's signature quilted sock lining returns in a tonal mauve hue. Now, this shoe released today, of course, and I will say I didn't care much for it, but now that I've kind of seen pictures, I watched the DNA show do the review, his review on it, and I when he reviewed it, it just made it look better to me. Sometimes that happens. I don't really care for a shoe, and then I see someone else review it, and I like the shoe more. Um, with that being said, I really do like these colors, even though Amaminiere is getting so repetitive, and they tend to just make a lot of the same hues and colorways. Uh, I don't know. There's something about the way that burgundy hits that mauve color that really looks cool. And then as I'm looking at it, have the kind of streamline. So the side, I guess, with the ankle pad, if you will, where your ankle hits, you don't necessarily have that sponge like you used to. This has like a little line. It's just something different. Um, the color was throwing me off at first, but really, I mean, you could rock these with quite a bit. You could actually put these to good use. And I like the sixes. The six was my first Jordan ever back in 1992. I got the infrareds back then, and I don't know. I've always liked that color blocking. I mean, that silhouette. I've always liked that silhouette. It just looks so cool to me. I love how they did the Nike Air branding on the heel of this. This is just so awesome. I did not care for these the first picture that I saw of them, but now they've really grown on me, and I would most definitely cop a pair. There you have it. Those released today. And while we're already talking about Jordan 6s, PSG has some sort of like futuristic silver aluminum foil colorway coming out, but it's called the Air Jordan 6 Retro PSG Metallic Silver. So PSG has a new Air Jordan 6 Retro collab coming. Metallic silver covers the entire upper. The midsole, tongue, and laces are all white for a bit of contrast to the sharp metallic. Whew. The PSG and Air Jordan 6 Retro Metallic Silver will be released spring of 2026. So not too far off, but of course, not exactly right around the corner. These here are ridiculous. I mean, I can't imagine a time I would ever wear these. This is something that would have been awesome in the clubbing days of the 90s. I remember I had like some silver pants and like a silver shirt. Man, I used to rock it back in the day, but I don't think I ever had silver shoes. I always wore like black patent leather and shoes, stuff like that, kind of the glossier stuff. I don't know if I ever would have worn these, but I definitely would have worn them back then in my late teens and early 20s. I definitely would have done it if they had been around. I remember having a pair of Nikes, and I cannot remember the model number that they were now, but they were all black and they had hints of silver on them, and it had the Velcro strap that folded over the laces, and on top of that was silver with black Nike lettering on that. And I remember people used to give me shit for wearing those because they were like, "What are you doing those black and silver shoes?" But they were hot, man. And I had a snowboarding jacket, and it also had hits of silver, and I bought them at the same time. And I want to say that the store was called Sports Town or something like that. It was a big, kind of like a Dick's Sporting Good up to the 90s. But man, I love those things. They were awesome. I miss those days of when silver. But these here, I don't know if it's just, I don't know. It's not for me. It's like anachronistic. It belongs in the 90s. I don't know if this belongs here now. I guess if I were a kid now, I would love to have something like this. And I'm sure there's going to be people that buy these to add to their collection and their PSG. I have, I think, one pair of PSGs, a pair of Jordan 1s. But I don't know. These here are just too much. They're just too much for my taste. But, if you like these, let me know if you're going to cop, and leave a comment down below if you're going to cop these. But just looking at these, I like the sole. The sole's cool. The PSG Air Jordan 6 Retro Metallic Silver covers the entire upper in monochrome shiny silver like a second place medal. The midsole, tongue, and laces are all white for a bit of contrast to the sharp metallic. So far, we've only seen quick preview pictures of the upcoming shoe, but it keeps classic AJ6 branding with a Jumpman logo on the lace cover and an Air Jordan logo on the top of the tongue. We haven't seen the heel of the shoe, but if we had to guess, there's probably an Eiffel Tower PSG logo bubbling out. The PSG Air Jordan 6 Retro Metallic Silver will be released spring 2026 through Nike and select Jordan retailers in-store and online. Available in men's sizing, the retail price is set to $215. So stay tuned for those if you're looking out for some silver shoes. And now continuing with that silvery chrome theme, the Air Jordan 8 will be getting a chrome makeover. Now, this shoe did first appear in 2003. Then they released it again in 2015. And now the Silver 8 is happening once again in 2026. So roughly every 10 years-ish, they're putting this shoe out. So that's not too bad. We're on its third iteration. Now, apparently we haven't seen any pictures of the 2026 yet. Here's an above shot of the 2015 pair. Compliments of Soul Retriever. Just an absolutely cool looking shoe. I would definitely rock these. Now, while we're not seeing a lot of 8s be released, we've already had the Aquas this year, and we've got the Bugs Bunny coming for the holiday season, and then we'll see these apparently next fall, according to what Soul Retriever's reporting. But very good looking shoes, so be on the lookout for that if you're interested in these. I can anticipate these going and are selling really well. All right, so first things first, we've got 3 Jordan 11s releasing tomorrow. Now, they're all named after cities. We got one for Las Vegas, one for H-Town, Houston, represent, that's where I'm at. And then the Retro 285, that one's for Atlanta, Georgia. But yeah, I like all 3 of these colorways. These are all rocking. I love the Jordan 11 anyway. And these are 3 colorways I would all buy. But if we start with the Las Vegas, the Mojave colorway features an aged nubuck upper that is coated in a purple shade reminiscent of Las Vegas Red Rock sunsets. A reflective finish on the Jumpman is a subtle homage to the bright lights of the city, as is the gold carbon fiber outsole plate. The pair will be released on November 22nd exclusively in-store at select regional retail locations in the Las Vegas area. The second part of the region pack is the H-Town for Houston, Texas. The premium suede upper is doused in a tan hue that recalls the interior lining of a car trunk. Leaning into the car culture of Houston, the city is famously the originator of slab culture, slow, loud, and banging. Just think of the cars Paul Wall would ride in his music videos, loud candy-painted vehicles with large chrome wheels. Jordan Brand clearly pays homage to the chrome wheels with the chrome Jumpman on the lateral collar. The colorway also represents the side hustle of selling items out of the trunk of the car. The pair will be released on November 22nd, exclusively in-store at select regional retail locations in the Houston area. And the final pair in the regional pack is for the city of Atlanta, Georgia. The 285 colorway pays homage to the Interstate 285 with the perimeter acting as the city's beltway. While it was originally intended to help alleviate traffic congestion in the city, it becomes just as packed as the rest of the roads in the ATL. As for the AJ11 representing the highway, the pair features a premium white leather upper covering both the base and overlays. A debossed route on the mudguard nods to the circular highway, while a multicolor sock liner and insole are tribute to Atlanta's street art culture. The pair will be released on November 22nd exclusively in store at select regional retail locations in the Atlanta area. And then, not to be outdone, Nike is also dropping a red and gold China Kobe 9 EM Retro for the holiday season. The Kobe 9 EM Protro China was originally released in 2014, covered in red and gold tones with ornate graphics to celebrate the country. Now, after 11 years, the colorway is being retroed for the holiday. The China colorway features an all-red engineered mesh upper, that's what the EM and Kobe 9 EM Protro stands for, with a red and gold gradient toe cap that extends into the lower half of the side panels. The midsole features a red middle section with gold speckles that leads into the gold Kobe signature on the black lateral heel stabilizer. The side panel swooshes are done in gold, and the tongue features a Chinese coin design in gold, black, and red embroidery. The Kobe 9 EM Protro China will be released holiday 2025 through Nike and select retailers in-store and online. Available in men's and GS sizing, the retail price is set for $190 as well as $122 respectively. So these right here are just absolute fire. I've always loved the look of these. I love a lot of stuff that kind of has that China theme, especially gold with the bright red colors and just all the artwork that they have that goes on with a lot of their design and their culture. You know, Kobe obviously was very famous in China or was very beloved in China. There tends to be a lot of China themed shoes that involve Kobe as well. These here are just awesome though. I love this colorway. It is straight fire. But there you have it. There's all the releases for tomorrow, Saturday. So, hey, best of luck. Hope you get everything that you want to get. But that's going to go ahead and do it for me on this video. Leave a comment if there's any of these shoes you plan on copying. Make sure you go ahead and like the video. And then, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll catch you on the next one.